Digital audit, the chapter overview, the key features of the digital auditing and auditing digitally and auditing digitally. Understand the IT environment, identifying the risk arising out of the usage of IT, assessing the cyber risk, including remote audit, emerging technology in audit, automation audit, RPA, AI, control consideration of auditing digitally, next gen AI. So see, I woke up in the leisure Sunday morning, find out the report of the favorite pink newspaper about IC and the Indian Bank Association plans to develop a balanced confirmation portal. The support report further indicates that the proposed common platform would ensure authenticate balance confirmation by the auditors directly from the banks. So auditing digitally improves efficiency and quantity of the quality of audit. He thought, wondering that this besides unhearing the error of transparency, such in initiatives are likely to enhance efficiency, reduce costs. What is auditing digitally precisely signify? Auditing digitally is using the advancement of technology for conducting and auditing and effective auditing. This is a rapid growth of IT environment and adaptation of technology and auditing practice. In human requirement, use of data analytics, artificial intelligence, and robotics process automation can be a long way of improving the quality of data analysis involves analyzing the large set of data and find an actionable insights, trends, and drawing of conclusions and informed decision making. Currently, the audit approach is based upon sampling. This undergoes a transformation and process likely to be accelerated in time study. Robotic process automation (RPA) involves the use of programs to perform repetitive tasks. Such computer-coded software is useful to many business processes like payroll generation, order payment processing, invoice processing, and host and other business functions involving repetitive tasks. The RPA helps the auditors in automating classification of risk assessment process with the help of robots. Bots can even be used in preparing reports on automated control, significantly ERP. He was also reading articles on how the disruptive blockchain technology could be internet was 90s and impact the auditing profession. The blockchain technology takes and connectivity of internet one step further. It offers use to internet of value. Blockchain is a shared, immutable ledger and they are replicated across several systems in almost real time. It is put together as an encrypted block. It is further opened that the blockchain will be new transaction that is internet did for information. With the emerging technologies like blockchain and combinations of this data analysis, big data of robotics, it is a process of possible to audit all this information. Since blockchain allows us to access the transaction history, it does the revolution audit process approach, and the information stored on the blockchain is likely to be available to the auditor as soon as they generate it. How exciting outcomes of the scenario could be, and dependency on the client to provide information may become redundant in the coming future. Another important application of using the smart contracts with this embedded blockchain automated business process, it is likely to lead to more emphasis of test of control or the subtitles. His disconcerting mind is quickly realizing that advancement in technology, cybersecurity attacks, and also a bound to growth. It is not that the IT issue alone, it affects the entity's reputation and theft of sensitive information like Intellectual Property Act, right? Now, personality identification information and disparity of automation operation. Auditor should consider whether the cyber risk representing a risk of material statement or the financial statements apart from the audit risk of financial activities. And the focus should be understanding cyber risk, efficiency of the risk, affecting the entity, and the action being taken to address this risk. So, digital audit. What is a digital audit? Digital audit is a place of assurance to the effectiveness of IT system implemented in organization. Technology has become an integrated part of day-to-day operation. Day-to-day operation. It is essential that organization review the technology related to controls to identify the gaps and risk of continuous improvement and ensure the regulatory compliances. A strong control and security portion will allow the organization to build trust with their stakeholders. Key feature of digital audit. Digital audits encourage audit to emphasize the latest technology, advancements, confidence in auditing to stay updated in constantly evolving environment. Digital audit improves the quality of opinion. This consequently leads to more reliable audit report. This audit this digital audit leads to saving of time, cost, human effort, which can be utilized towards a more productive task. Many today digitally unable to process can be escalated to operate automation autonomous 24 into 7 and drive real time transaction. Digital audit allows a standardized process and allows control to be implemented in the mitigate risk. To mitigate risk, the digital audit will help the organization to gain more comprehensive overview and end-to-end process, how the technology is utilized and controlled and optimized against strategy. Digital audit will help create further digital strategy and pave the way for adopting new technology such as AI, robotics, and use for analysis and automation. Um, the saving of cost and times and human effort, technology advancement, more reliable audit report features of audit will inform the decision, standardizing the process, end-to-end understanding of the advancement in digital audit. Advancement in digital audit and enhancement in effectiveness of audit, effectiveness and efficiency. The increased efficiency is one of the key benefit. Increased benefit is the key benefit of digital audit. The use of the tools and automation techniques, auditing can standardize the process and routine tasks can be automated, like automation and reconciliation process that previously involves hours of increasing effective efficiency and saving time and cost. Better audit work. The technology can correctly evaluate the massive volumes of data quickly. This can assist the auditors in determining the areas that requires more testing, lowering the change in the series of misstatement and the problems should be announced. Lower cost. By automating the process that will be previously done manually, technology can be assisted with the cost of auditing. This may be shorten the time of needed to be complete an audit, which may lower the audit's overall cost. Better analysis, the improved analytic capabilities can aid management and auditors to seeing the trends, seeing the patterns, and may be challenging to spot manually. For instance, AI can examine a lot of financial data and spot possible fraud. This is hard for auditor to spot manually. Improve the risk assessment, creating a number of automations to assess the audit process and streamline the testing improves the risk assessment procedures. Improves the risk assessment procedure. Management and auditors put to test efforts on the sites to higher risk of material misstatement help the informed decisions. Consideration and challenges in digital audit. Some of the consideration an organization can keep in mind while using digital techniques. Know the business benefits the organization want to achieve with automation. The automation, what does the business want to achieve? Think the people first and do not underestimate the change in difficulty and a target of the right process. This is the key to successful automation. Automation is not standalone solution and should be part of a broader digital strategy. Into the process work and it is standardized before automation. But do not easily adopt the process change. Automation has introduced new challenges for organization and don't forget about governance and data security and risk management. And as auditor will obtain understanding of management implementation and oversight of new technologies. They will perform and procedures understand the changes in the company's business, including changes in the information technology environment. Areas of focus should be included in understanding of the following new activities and new changes to the existing process due to new technology. Example, new revenue stream, changes in the roles and responsibility of entity personnel, automation of manual tasks, changes in staff levels that affects entity's internal control system. Change in the way the entity systems are developed and maintained and whether the changes introduce new risk and require new control to respond to the risk. The impact the new technology and how the organization updates. It generates and uses relevant quality information to support the function of internal control. The impact of new technology, how the organization obtains or generates the use of relevant quality information and support the function of internal control. What auditing in dictionary? This is this concept of auditing dictionary. Digital auditing is using advancement of technology of conducting an effective and efficiency audit. It is a rapidly growing IT environment. Is aims to adopt technology in auditing practices. Use sampling tools, selective sampling size of a population based on the materiality or use of a bottom analysis of statutory payment complaints as part of the audit assessment. In a time of digitalizing, way of audit is delivered through automation and innovation. There's a new technology to help capture data, automate the process, analyze the information, and focus on the real risk of the client. The capture, automate, analyze, and focus on the right now. This opportunity is an understanding how the technology can help and then applying it in auditing challenges. Exceptions for auditors. Auditing need to involve the expert on different software applications and technologies. Having a high level of expertise in a new technology like RPA, robotic process automation, artificial intelligence, blockchain technology allows auditors to provide the highest quality of audit. The investment in digital upskilling the people is a real secret to quality technology audit. The investment in technology across the profession that the largest scene focus on developing using the tools to automate and enhance the existing process, such as data analytics and collaborating and sharing tools. This helps to drive the quality of the audit together. While this remains a core to the role of technology of audit, there are many opportunities where more advanced technologies as AI, drones could be a bigger impact. Such technologies can play a role in evolving the scope of audit. Example, using the data analysis and machine learning help to identify fraud. Manages on weekly basis performs a manual control to review the vendor master auditions and changes in the system are done past appropriate approval. These controls are testing and reperforming the audit by auditor using the robotic process automation technology. A bot can log into the system and generate a report and write the output on Excel file. Based on the population of the bot will select a sample of the changes to be tested. Further, the bot will put the correct file of the approved changes in the SharePoint. Then it will perform testing wherein it will populate details of approved data, approved by identify change made by without approvals. And lastly, bot will summarize the result and all the selected samples in Excel file. Auditor will be review the final result and file check it whether if there is any exception. This is mainly through approvals and noted with select items. Due to the use of bot, manual intervention has been reduced and more accurate results will be located. It is a result of saving auditors time and well exception highlighted can be readily reviewed. Key features of advantages of audit digitally. Following one features of advantages of auditing digitally. Improve the quality of audits, decrease the human dependency, increase transparency, automation and easy, improved efficiencies. These are the key factors to be done on this advanced auditing. Improve the quality of audit. How can we improve the quality of audit? And the impact on the quality of evidence through automation. Data analytics techniques can be easily moved from separate sample auditing the full population of transaction being reviewed or re-performed. This ultimately free at the time of audit teams to analyze the information and better understand the business than audit. Technology requires element upfront investment and it can be challenging to implement this regards to the process of time. But the value once it dubbed and running is undeniable. To decrease the human dependency. Use the technology minimize the manual intervention while ultimately result in reducing the risk of manual errors. This technology helps in streamlining the process of testing the auditors with decrease the errors which occurs when the judgment of different inclusion. Increase transparency. With the technology advancement, transparency has been increased. The new ERPs and tools as audit trial features available to trace a transaction to the end. It helps the management and auditors to review the details such as a date on which a change has been made and who made the change and what has been changed. All the details are captured and can be used while performing audit. Automation and easy. Automation task will recording the work in repositories and extracting data and sample while improving the quality of audit and reduce the manual error. Using the dashboard example Power BI and reporting the help of understanding the positions and helps in the auditors to form the opinion. Improved efficiency when what you improved efficiency. Improved efficiency. What used to take weeks to learn program using a deep expert and now easily available to auditors after simple training and digital upskilling. The result may be increased efficiency and fewer errors, but the benefits of wider reaches and personal. This also result in improving attention, talents, of confidence. The better risk assessment. Using the use of the automation and technology in audit, the auditor can focus on the real challenges and access the potential risk factors. It gives time to auditors to focus on the bigger picture than which involves a repetitive task. Dashboards, visual presentations, and other tools helps in understanding where the risk lies and where the areas are more attention. Considering the auditing digitally, while all industry sectors are affected by the emerging of new technology, it is important to remember that the auditors need to unique. There's a few questions to important to ask, answer in all stages of technical and learning. What is the problem are we trying to solve? The continuous evolve the emerging technology and latest tools or see what can benefit the audit. Think about what would make the audit easier and better and how you will measure the return on investment. Which technology can help you? There are a number of tools available and many vendors, startups using data acquisition, manipulation, visual tools. Consider how comfortable these solutions will integrate into your current process and flag your potential implementation issues early on. How will you upskill your people to make better use of technology value? Technology is only good for people using it. Training and developing a crucial ensure team understand how and why this using this technology. And reluctancy change is obvious. However, continuous training help them to get better. Range of automated solution. There is a range of automation solution from low to high sophisticated, which helps us standalone or repeated tasks and optimizing the effect of resulting to doing better. These techniques are using robotics, automation, and data gathering activities. Use the data analysis for planning, budgeting, and reporting for the dashboards. So macros and scripts, business process automation, robot process automation, intelligent process automation. Macros and scripts, rule-based automation within a specific application. Business process automation, re-engineering the existing business process and workflows. Robotic process automation is an automatic labor-intensive, repetitive activities across the multiple systems and interferences. Intelligent process automation, combining the robotic process automation with artificial intelligence technology to identify the pattern, learn over time, and optimizing the workflow. Understand that IT environment. Understand the ways in which the entities relies on IT, how the IT environment set up or supports the business. This allows auditor to better understand the risk might arise from the entities using IT. Requires under standard of auditing 315, assessing the risk of material misstatement. Understanding how IT used to entities help the identifying the controls over the entity's IT process. Assessing the complexity of IT environment helps the teams consider whether to involve IT specialist or expert or in the planning or the execution of audit, including the initial consideration whether to include specialists in the complexity SC 7 or 7 or 600. 600 using the work of another auditor, SC 6 not 10 using the work of an expert. Understanding, identifying, assessing. Auditors to understand the automated environment should you include the following: application that are being used by the company, details of IT infrastructure of components, each of the application, organization structure and governance and policies, procedures and process followed. Extend in IT integration, use of service organization, IT risk and controls. The illustration below has helped how the auditors can document and detail the automation process. So application used for database, operating system, network, server and storage. So first SAP ECC HANA. So integrated business application used for the database uses Oracle 19c, operating systems HP and UX, network LAN 1, server and storage HP server and NAS. So application REVS used for front desk guest observation database MS SQL service 2019. Operating system Windows 16 server. Network in-house developed storage service HP server internal SSD. Application Kotash used for restaurant and kitchen orders. Database MS SQL and servers. And operating system Windows 16 server. Network in-house development storage and service. Application builds is used for building database Oracle policy, operating systems Windows 16 service, network packaging software, server and storage, HP server and internal storage. The key area of auditor to understanding the IT environment. This way should write. The key area of an auditor to understand the IT environment is as follows. Understand the flow of transaction, identifying the significance of the transaction, identification of manual and automation control scanner, identification of technical use, and assessing the complexity in the IT environment. So first, understanding the flow of transaction. So auditor should understand the IT environment may focus on identifying and understanding the nature and number of specific IT applications and other aspects that IT environment. They are relevant in flow of transaction processing the information information in the information system. Changes in the flow of transaction or change in information within the information system may result in program changes in IT environment, and these direct changes in the data of database includes process of storing the data and information. Identify the significant system. Auditor may identify the IT applications supporting IT concurrently with auditors understanding how this information is related to significant class of transactions and class of balances and disclosure flow in through and out of the entity system, information system. Identifying manual and automated controls. The entity systems and internal control consists of manual elements and automation elements. That is, manual and automated controls are the resources used by the entity systems internal control. The entity mix of manual and automated elements varies with the nature of complexity and entity use of IT. The characteristics in manual and automated elements are relevant to the auditor's identification and assessing the risk of material misstatement. Identification of technological uses. I need to understand the emerging technology, implementation of role that plays in the identifying the information processing, other financial reporting activities, and consider whether there is a risk involved in that area. And given to the potential complexity of technology, there is an increasing likelihood that the engagement team may decide to engage specialists or expert to help in understanding how this use impact the entity's financial reporting process and give rise to risk in the use of IT. Some examples of emerging technologies are blockchain, including cryptocurrency business, example token issuers, custodial service, exchanges, miners, and investors. Robotics, artificial technology, Internet of Things, biometrics, and drones. Assessing the complexity of our IT environment. Not all applications of IT environments have the same level of complexity. The level of complexity for individuals characters differ across applications. The complexity is based on the following factors: automation used in organization, entities reliability on system generated reports, and customization of IT application, business model of the entity, and any significant changes done during the year and significant emerging technology. After consideration of the above factors and applications of a complexity assess our IT environment.